Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. As you all know, last year our company spent nearly $2 million on travel for the sales department. The finance department has been reviewing costs, and we believe we can make some significant saving in this area. Today, we will discuss whether that's possible and how we can do it efficiently.
Good morning, Jim. Yes, I'm aware of the figura. I understand the financial corner, but we must careful travel too much. Clean is a big part how we manage our relations and green new business.
I agree with both of you. It's an important decision. Maybe we can find a balance between saving costs and keeping strong client connection.
Absolutely. Our clients, doctor, hospital manager, and health administrator are very busy people. If we stop visiting them personally, it could be harder to get their attention.
Okay, that's understandable. Dimas, however, my department believes that we could save a lot by reducing travel for routine visits. Many of these could be replaced with email communication or video conferencing. Technology today makes that quite simple and cost effective.
James, I see your point, but face to face interactions is essential when our salespeople meet clean in person, but builds trust is much essential to explain complex products and demonstrates innovation in a real conversation.
That's true, Julius. But based on our marketing data, nearly 40% of our visits don't lead to actual sales. Many of them are just follow-ups. Maybe we could identify which visits are essential and which could be handled gently.
I agree that some visits are routine, but from experience, when we only rely on emails or video calls, clients often don't respond. They are too busy to schedule online meeting unless we visit them directly.
I understand that, Dimas. I'm not suggesting to completely stop traveling, but we can be more selective. For instance, we can focus on in-person visit and new customer or major accounts, while we use online meeting for existing client with regular orders.
That is a reasonable approach. Maybe we could create a trade system from explain. Try 1. Key accounts in person visit. Try 2. Regular claims mix of video and phone call. Try 3. Routine follow-ups email or short online session.
That's a good idea. From a marketing perspective, using video conferencing also makes us look like a modern, innovative company. We can even organize virtual product demonstration to reach more customers at one without sending staff all over the country.
The cold work for product introduction, Daniel, but for equipment demonstration, client really prefer hands-on experience. When we bring the machine to hospital, they can see and test them directly. That's something we cannot replace with a screen.
True, Dimas. Maybe we can combine both. Start with virtual presentation for initial interest and follow up with a person demos only for client who show serious buying intent. That way, we travel less but still keep engagement high.
I like that. If we can cut even 20% of our total travel, that's about $40,000 in saving per years. We could reinvest part of that into digital tools and better virtual communication system.
That sounds fair. Here is what suggests we analyze last year's travel record to see which trips actually result in sales. We can use that data in identifying where we can safely reduce travel.
Okay, excellent idea, Julius. My team can help with the data. We'll calculate the cost per sale per visit, so we know which type of trips give the best return on investment.
While my department can prepare guideline and training for sales staff, how to lead professional and persuasive video meeting, and how to make online product demos more engaging.
That's helpful, but I did like to recommend that every K account still receive at least two personal visits per year. These visits are important to keep long-term relationship strong.
I completely agree. Maybe we can call this our hybrid visit model and a combination of digital community and target person visit.
Perfect. So let's summarize our decisions. First, we analyze last year's travel data and identify non-essential trips. Second, replace routine visit with online communication. And then the third, keep in-person visits for key account and new clients. And then the last, we use part of the saving to improve our digital tools and train staff.
That's a strong plan, efficient and future-oriented.
I agree. This approach keeps customer happy while helping the company save money.
That is settled. We will start implementing the hybrid visit model next quarter and review the result after 6 months.
Great. I will prepare a report for the executive board outlining and our strategy and then the project savings.
I will coordinate with the marketing and IT teams to create digital presentation materials and video meeting templates.
And I will communicate the plan to the sales team, gather their feedback, and make sure everyone understand how to adapt.
Perfect. And thank you everyone for your input and cooperation. I'm confident this new strategy will help us reduce costs and while keeping our clients satisfied. Meeting adjourned. Good night, everyone. I hope you can all hear me clearly. First, I'd like to apologize for holding this meeting online instead of in person. I know our original plan was to meet face to face after 6 months, but with everyone's busy schedule, I thought a virtual meeting would be more effective. And honestly, it's a good example of how well our digital communication strategy is working.
That is true, James. We are practicing what we perfect, no problem at all. That this from work perfect fine for me.
Same here. It actually feels great to see how far we've come with online meetings. The connection is good, and it's much easier to coordinate from different cities.
Agreed. Talk. I do miss meeting you guys in person and the free coffee from the office.
All right, let's get started. It's been 6 months since we launched the hybrid visit model. Today, I like to go through the four main action we agreed on the and review how things went. Okay. Point one: analyze last year travel data and identify non-essential trips. My finance team completed the analysis early. In the process, we discovered that around 35% of our previous trip had little or no impact on sales. By removing those unnecessary trips, we've saved approximately 300,000 over the past 6 months.
That's great progress, James. The data really help us plan our visit better. Now our team focus almost entry on key accounts and new prospect, which makes our travel schedule much more strategy.
Yes, and thanks to the data, marketing was able to create customer priority lists. It's been shared with all sales staff, helping them target the right client more efficiently.
Exactly. It's been a big improvement. Now we travel less, but when we do, we make every visit count.
Okay, good to hear. Move on to point two. Replace routine visit with online communication. How that been working for everyone?
Really well, actually, most our regular clients have adapted to Google Meet and Zoom for follow-ups. They appreciate how easy it is to schedule short, focus meeting online.
Yes, I have had the same experience. Doctors and hospital administrators often tell me it's safe than time between their busy schedule. And for us, it means less, less travel and more productive hours.
And we have support that with new digital brochure and product videos, which client can view anytime after our online meetings. It's made our communication smoother and more consistent.
Excellent. Now for point three, keep in-person visits for key account and new clients. Were we able to maintain that balance?
Yes, perfectly. Our kind account still request person visits, but now they are better planned and more meaningful. Instead of speeding our server, then we spend more time with the most improved client.
Exactly. I recently did a field on-site demonstration for a new hospital. Because we are not traveling frequently, we have more energy and preparation time for the important ones.
Fantastic. Finally, point four, use part of the savings to improve our digital tools and train staff. Daniel, would you give us an update on that?
Of course, we have reinvest part of the saving into upgrade laptops, new presentation software, and an internal training program for effective online communication. Over 90% of our sales staff have completed the training, and their feedback was very positive.
Yes, the training really made a difference. Now everyone feels comfortable using video platforms, sharing digital materials, and running online demos. Clients have noticed our improved professionalism during calls.
That excellent progress, everyone. I'm honestly proud of how well this initiative has gone. We have managed to cut costs significantly while actually improving efficiency and client satisfaction.
I completely agree. At first, I was worried we did lose the person thoughts but we have proof that digital tools can support, not replace, strong client relationship.
Exactly. It's been a great learning experience for all of us, and it showed that innovation and tradition can work hand in hand.
Yes, and our clients are happier too. They appreciate that we respect their time but still deliver quality service and attention.
That's wonderful. Let's continue with this approach and review it again at the end of the year. Hopefully next time we'll able to meet in person and maybe celebrate this result properly.
Thank you,
Thank you,
James.
James.
Thank
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you.
thank you
Thank
everyone. Let's
you.
go
Okay.
in meeting adjourned.